through the ages of network marketing, where it used to be when I got into business, I am telling you, I got in trouble with the Postmaster General. And I know most of you are very, very, very upset at me telling stories all the time, and you're always saying, I can hear one person specifically going, oh no, another story. So I'm going to tell you about another storybook, and a guy that didn't do too bad at telling stories. We are in a church, and this is the Bible that is sitting right in front of me. And what's it full of? Stories. Far better stories than mine, granted that, but still stories. You get a book of Alcoholics Anonymous, and the front half of the book is how to stay sober, the textbook. The back half of the book is the stories. So you go to the 4-year career with Scott Farduas in it, and the front of the book is the text. The back of the book is stories. So why do I tell stories? Because I'm walking in the footsteps of storytellers that have been pretty doggone successful telling stories. So I tell stories. That's that simple. Steve Wallach, 30 years old. Can you imagine? We got a picture of him coming here pretty quick. And his dad, you guys all talk about Dr. Wallach. Oh, I saw Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach, boy, he was limping. He was in a walker. He was in a wheelchair. Dr. Wallach is in a wheelchair. It's been he's been doing this for a long, long time. He's not in a wheelchair. He's getting along real well. But people have pictures like that. And they go, wow, he doesn't look so good. How do you look after 22 years, after 30 years? And I hear everybody talking about Dr. Wallach not looking so good, and maybe we don't need to have him at the meetings. Please don't. Please don't. You do them. Because Dr. Wallach right now is in Baltimore, Maryland. Oh, no, he's not. He's headed down to Florida to do another meeting down there with Brandy Brogdon. Look at Dr. Wallach and Steve. Look at that snot-nosed kid right there. That's the guy that I sat in a room with and believed his story. 22 years. You don't think he's made some mistakes? His wife was 27. Is there a woman in this room that's seen 27 recently? No. You're all older than 27. Some by a long shot. But at the end of the day, hey. So the point I'm trying to make to you, and it's a real big point. When I got in trouble with Postmaster General, do you know why? It's because I'd stuffed so many VHS tapes in the mailbox, they couldn't come and get the mail.
No, they were cassette.
That was another time.
Oh.
So they really snazzed it up, and then they got cassette tapes, and I did the same thing. I got in trouble with the Postmaster General again. But the reason I'm trying to tell you is look at how many things have changed over those 22 years. So over those 22 years, my first check in longevity was over $1,000, I think. And that was a lot of money back then. And I am very proud of something. And I'm very proud of something for Steve Wallach. Is over those 22 years, while everybody's gone hither, thither, and yon, and tried to figure out all different ways to not be a multi-level marketer, I'm quite proud of the fact that I have embraced the network marketing model for the last 22 years with every fiber of my body. And as a result of that, I did a couple of things. I got very, very lucky. I hitched my wagon to Steve and Dr. Wallach, who managed to stay in business through thick and thin, through trouble, through no money, through too much money, through people. I mean, insane stuff happens over 22 years in life. I want you to look at your life over the last 22 years and try to tell me otherwise. It's unbelievable. Some of you have had, I'm looking in the crowd, and there's some people in this crowd that have had a very, very, very bad 22 years. But you know what you are doing right now, every one of you watching and every one of you here. Every one of you are sitting here right now. You are sitting here, and if you ever wonder where I want you, don't worry about it, because it doesn't matter where I want you. What matters is where God's got you, and where God's got you is right here, right now. So be in that. Your circumstance is crazy, I'm sure of it. I can tell you that a lot of you I know on here, and a lot of you on the internet. I can see, I've got the crowd right here, so I'm stalking you, by the way. So I've got you, Kim Douglas. I've got you, Linda McCormick. I've got you. I got all kinds of people. Mike and Kate Battistelli. I'm telling you, I know that over the last 22 years, your life's changed. But you know what? Steve Wallach and Dr. Wallach haven't changed their course. They've made some bad moves. So have you. I've made some tremendously bad moves. But guess what? Longevity kept the light on for us. 22 years later, the network marketing model left the light on for us. So today, go ahead, my third and final picture. Today, we embrace the network marketing model. I am going to explain to you how to do longevity the right way. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I don't care if you're doing the healthcare plan with Scott Fardulis, because he's got it going, he's got it dialed in. You are going to swallow your cigar when you hear him. I don't care if you are all about the vitamins and minerals and you love them more than air in your lungs like Ben Fuchs, or if you've got some different ideas, because you might not like those two things. You might not like the healthcare plan. You might not like nutrition. That's so great, because I still have a solution for you. And I have to tell you another story. I am so mineral rich, we had a huge problem last week. And the mineral rich problem, that's not the one I want. That one's fine for now. But I'm so mineral rich that Marianne, I'm kidding. I got my ears cleaned, so now I can hear a fly from 500 feet. And the reason I couldn't really hear her making noise, but you guys, here's what happened.
I wish that was true.
I went, so Denice said, all I ever say is what and huh. So she goes, you need hearing aids. I go, no, I don't, honey. My ears are just dirty.
I never said you need hearing aids.
So anyway, I mean,
you need to get a hearing test.
I go to the hearing test, and the hearing test is the most embarrassing, most degrading thing. The lady looks in my ear, she goes, when was the last time you cleaned your ears?
That's what I have said, actually.
And I said, good God, what are you talking about? She goes, you need to go over to the emergency room and get your ears flushed, or you have to go to the store and get all these things. And I'm going, you're kidding me. You are not a very nice doctor. I mean, I'll pay you an extra $100. Don't you guys have like a fire hose that'll clean my ears? And she goes, no. There's just all kinds of minerals in your ears. Mineral deposits, because I take so many vitamins. It wasn't wax, it was mineral deposits.
Yeah.
That might have been a tall tale. So at the end of the day, I go. So I'm embarrassed, I'm upset. I thought I was going to walk out of there with hearing aids. I had no idea that I had a hearing, whatever. I mean, maybe cloggage. So then I go to Walgreens in a snowstorm, and a lot of you got videos from me over the last few days where I was driving down the road in a snowstorm, bumper to bumper. I was going to Walgreens to get the hearing stuff because I figured that would be okay. I walk into that horrible store called Walgreens, and it is nothing but everything. Depressing. There is not an employee to be found. And I need to get ear cleaner. Who even knows if ear cleaner's there? So I walk up and down the aisles similar to people walking up and down websites, and I cannot find a thing. And I am getting madder and madder and madder because there's supposed to be a human being in there. So finally, I go up to the pharmacist. I go, man, this is embarrassing, but I need to buy whatever it is to clean my ears. He goes, oh, right over there. And he sent me to aisle 25, and there they were. I got a little packet of junk, that gunk cleaner, what is it called, whatever it is. And they gave me a little, because I bought a shovel. I actually bought a shovel. I swear. And I tried to find it this morning, and I lost it in the space of a half an hour to actually show you. I bought a little ear shovel.
You're welcome. I get it.
I could hear it was so bad. Yeah, so I bought the ear shovel, and I was going to buy it on eBay, or on, what's the other one that people were selling? Amazon. But you never knew if it was going to be used or not. I didn't want somebody else's earwax. So they're representing it as new, like they do the vitamins and minerals, and then you buy those things on eBay and all that jazz, and you find out somebody's opened it and sneezed in it and covered it up and put it back and sold it on,
Sealed it.
Yeah, so I went straight to the source, which was called Walgreens, just exactly like I want you guys to go straight to the source called Longevity, because you will just get pure product. Does that make sense? That is just a great story. It is a great story. So I know most of you.
Are we going somewhere with this?
Yeah, we're going somewhere with this. And this is my wife, and she's up here. She's going to talk a lot, but not now. So anyway, how did you get in longevity?
You.
Me? What happened? I know, I was this handsome, hairy man 20 years ago. Did I have long hair when I met you? Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
Yeah,
going.
you did.
Tell them a story about how that beautiful woman that you went to the California convention on our honeymoon almost.
Oh, that time or before when you were dating the other one and I was dating the other one and you did it?
Tell them a story.
Well, because you pitched me and you know who when you were with the other you know who.
Oh, the you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, over at the you know where?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. No, I don't
It
know.
was at what's
I
the
don't,
name?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I pitched her.
Yes.
20 years
Before
ago.
we were married or
Same-
dating or anything.
Same exact pitch as today.
True.
True, except more products.
Yes.
And you said, this is a very handsome man, I'm not joining. I think I'll just marry him instead.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And then we ended up getting married. Fast forward. We ended up getting married. We were married July 1st, 1999, and then in Florida. And then we ended up driving back to Colorado, and then from Colorado driving to Lake Tahoe for the second annual American Longevity Convention. Did you see Doc's hat? Yeah, American Longevity. And so we drove to Tahoe for the second annual convention.
Right.
And that's where I was able to meet Dr. Wallach, Dr. Malone, Steve and Michelle.
Same message, 20 years.
And literally, there were probably 100 people there, 200 people tops. That was it.
We already had verticals because you got a camel. Remember they had those camels and they gave us camels?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they only gave us, we were the hot shots and they only gave us one candle between us and we were all.
We had to share.
Yeah, it was hysterical. Nothing has changed except everything. If that makes sense to you. Our paychecks still come.
Except that the products tasted so terrible.
Oh, yeah, it was a different product.
Ultimate Classic.
But it improved over 20 years.
Yeah.
It did not go backwards over 20 years. We went backwards over 20 years. It didn't. So I want you to think about that. What we just told was our story. And then we told you the 90 for life story right then. And we've been taking it for 20 years and we're both alive, we're both kicking, we're both healthy. We're both happy. That's our story. Brian Baum's in here. Stage 4 renal cancer. Just celebrated 10 years of being so healthy. He's in the room right now. That is unbelievably great news. And it wasn't even, 37 years ago, or 22 years ago when I was 37 and I got here, or whatever the math is, something like that. Because that isn't the math.
No, that's not
No,
what happened.
No, because I got here in like 97. I was sober 10 years. I always wheel everything off my sobriety day. Okay. You take a look at this message and how it's endeared the whole test of time. And so have we as human beings. We're still healthy. We're still hopeful. We're still chasing this message all over the world. The tools have changed, but the message hasn't. The message has stayed rock solid. Steve Wallach, Dr. Wallach, Michelle Wallach, Madeline stayed rock solid. Some tools have changed. Some tools have come and gone. But I'm telling you what, the message is the same. And today I'm here to tell you this is kind of a state of the union by me. That's why I wanted to do it first. Today, the tools are going to change more. You're going to see some stuff going on in the next 60 days in longevity that are going to hearken you back to 1997. You're going to be going, we are embracing the network marketing model. We're not going to abandon high tech, but we are high touch at a level you can't believe. And we're going to get better at this every day. We are committing more to it every day. And leaders, there's so many leaders on here. I scrolled through it while she was talking. I can't thank you enough for being on here. Because I'm telling you what, we need you to mobilize. No more crossing your arms and saying, what are they going to come up with next? What we're coming up with next is 1,000% in the lane network marketing, doing the same thing that we're doing every day. In 1997, when she was there, or in 1999, we had candles. We still have candles. But I had James and Mary Ann grab some stuff for you. So you can see, there's that same Healthy Start Pack. This is the pig arthritis formula from the old days. They called it the pig pack and the pig arthritis formula. And because Dr. Wallach was a veterinarian, he named everything after animals. So he called the weight loss packet the ferret fat pack. I mean, just crazy, horrible names. So then all of a sudden the ASPCA.
Diabetes.
Yeah, got diabetes. So all these animals started writing letters because they thought it was hurtful. And the ASPCA wrote Dr. Wallach a letter, and they had to change it to all these highly, highly politically correct names, like the Healthy Start Pack. But it's the same product. Vitamins and minerals. Virgin Earth Minerals. That was another name that we had that came and went. And that is okay. But all of a sudden, Dr. Wallach came out of the Amway business. He understood the model. He understood the word transfer buying. And I'm not sure that you understand that that is one of the most unique things to longevity. If you want to do the healthcare plan, you get to do the healthcare plan and all of this. If you want to do David Allen Capital, you get to do David Allen Capital and all of this. If you just want to love the coffee, you get to do the coffee, but you've got all of this. Because I walked into and buy so many products when I was looking for the ear shuffle. I mean, lots of products. I saw feminine this, I saw armpit that. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I was on a mission to get what? You weren't paying attention.
The ear thing.
Yeah, I was getting on a
You
mission.
were on a mission.
To get the ear thing.
There we go.
So the point I try to make, I could hear her making noise back there. I wonder what she was up to. So look what we have. This packaging is absolutely unbelievably beautiful because we've evolved with our packaging. I have no idea what this is.
That's the skincare.
That's the skincare? The essential oils?
Look at that.
These things, the packaging is beautiful.
The diffuser oils.
But here's the truth of the matter, and this is a hard one to get. So many companies, so for so many years, I don't want to say this. So many companies, for so many years, put a very pretty dress on a very ugly girl. It's that simple. For very, very many years, longevity put a very ugly dress on a very pretty girl. So finally, as we've evolved over the last 22 years, now we have a very pretty girl with a very pretty dress. Does that make sense to you? Because it's important stuff. Because when we were going along, when we first got here, the labels would be upside down on the bottles. There would be typos like crazy. There were no labels sometimes because we were distributor number 116. We were the pioneers. You guys are on this information superhighway now. You can get jamberry nails. Are they flavored or something? What's a jamberry nail? Jamberry. No? Just jamberry? No, I know.
Not flavored like jam.
I'm kidding you. The spices. Do you guys know the spices? Do you guys know the CBD? Do you guys know the jewelry? And it goes on and on and on and on and on. So when you walk into the Walgreens, I didn't tell you the truth. When we walked into the Walgreens to get the ear shovel, I also walked out with a Hershey's bar.
Oh, jeez.
What? Transfer buying. And all these
We
little,
have chocolate.
all these little fat shamers here just nailed me. But you know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. But the fact that I make two.
Thank God they don't sell donuts.
Take a second. So I was able to tell you a story right there that you could relate to about transfer buying. And I hope it's stuck in your brain with the ear shovel. Because you're trying to figure out, how do I remember? So Jason, what's an ear shovel? You don't know because you weren't here on time. All right. Okay, don't worry about it. They're really, I'll loan you mine. So anyway, there's a guy out there named Sandy Greenberg this is hysterical. I mean, he's a very anal man, and I've known him forever, and he just dresses, and he wears all these wristwatches and all these neckties and all this jazz. So I'm in his office one day, and I'm talking to him, and he had one of those nose hair clippers. So I borrowed it.
He just picked it up and started using it.
And I use anybody in this
Sandy,
room.
he literally like blew up.
He was like 6 or something, but he gave it to me. It was so kind. Of course he did. It was so nice. So if you know me, I mean, I just am like not that wired that way. I know a few people in this room that are.
It's wired a little different.
Okay, so most of you are trying to figure out how to go about your own longevity business. And quite frankly, I want you, if you want to be successful, and I'm going to use $5,000 a month, and I've got a different slide I want to put up. Can you put that picture up? That you did that beautiful job on the wall at the office and sent me the picture after you wrote everything out.
Yeah, from the Tuesday meeting.
Would you mind?
Can you hear just 1 minute?
Yeah, sure. Put it up 1 minute. But we'll talk. So because this one's up and Scott's just dying to talk to you, I believe if you guys want to be an influencer in longevity, if you want to make it work in longevity, that you have to do what is on that board right there. That means every one of you stop signing people up. I wish longevity, I'm saying this to every one of you at longevity, stop telling me about signups. Because signups are absolutely that. They're signups. They're the people on the internet skimming the enroller bonus for 30%. They're the people out there signing people up and going off to the next person and signing that person up, making the money but not serving the customer. And the FTC and everybody else are sick and tired of the sign-up game. They're sick and tired of two ends of the spectrum in network marketing. One end of the spectrum is the sign-up game and throwing them out to the wind. Second end of the spectrum is talking about the big money and not talking about the true customer. And I want you people to talk about the true customer. And you can't figure out whether or not I want an ear shovel or a Hershey's bar or the minerals or the vitamins or the skincare or the Meolicia jewelry or the spices or the Beyond hot chocolate. You don't know until you ask me what I want to buy. You have got to enroll me in a conversation instead of just sell me something. Otherwise, you're the Walgreens store with no customer, with nobody in there. Every one of you, if you will use some sort of system, hopefully contactmapping.com, to go out there and start interviewing people like human beings, finding out what they want, finding out what they don't want, and then selling them in a couple of days what they said they wanted to buy, instead of just throwing up on them with your passion, the party's going to change instantly. And that's what I want you to do. And if all of you, these are not my statistics, these are Richard Brooks, these are Gordon Hester's, these are the statistics of smart people that I know well in network marketing, Eric Worre, all those people. Say you bring in 100 enrollments into your business, 80 of them are going to be customers. And a customer in longevity is defined as someone who buys something. That's a pretty easy definition. Someone who buys something. The minute they go sign somebody up and sell somebody else something, they're a distributor. So for every 100 people that you enroll, where you know what they want, you drop them off right where they want to be, of 100 people, 80 of them are going to be customers. 16 of them are going to be distributors. And you're looking at my math there, and you're saying, that isn't what that chart says. It's a little bit like Dr. Wallach's 90 for life formula. If you do the math, it goes to maybe 91. This is the same way. Why? Did we go back to Dr. Wallach?
No, she's trying to find out.
Oh,
Is that the one you wanted?
that's the one I wanted. So these people are going to have a tough time with that. And
I'm going to post it on 65 and radio.
okay, why don't you put it in the comments on that Zoom of all those people that are watching right now. So that's perfect. So she's Mary Ann gave me a dirty look. So 16 of those people are going to be 16 of those people are going to be distributors. Defined as somebody that wants to distribute something. Defined as somebody that wants to make a little tiny bit of money. Defined as somebody that doesn't really want to embrace the network marketing model, but they want to get a little walking around money, or they want to get their product to be a little cheaper, right? And then the next one is the influencers. And it says 4, but it's really 5 because one of those people that's a distributor is going to actually, that tells you he's an influencer, is just trying to tell you that to make you happy. He's really a distributor. So we're leaving it at 4. And it's my supposition that if you people will come up with 100 people and you will interview them, like no kidding, interview them, you're going to have 80 customers. You're going to put them right where they want to be, and you're going to let them be customers, and you're going to love them like crazy, then love them more. You're going to be the best customer service person on the planet. 16 of them are going to be distributors. You're going to do the same thing with them. You're going to help them as much as you can, knowing they're bringing in a few people. And then those 4 people, you are saying, you're jumping in the foxhole with them. They're saying, what do I do to get rich in network marketing? What do I do to get successful in network marketing? And you look them in the eye and you say, it's really hard work. And it really takes a long time. But your goal is to get 4 influencers. And the reason you want 4 influencers, because you need somebody to defy gravity in network marketing. And what gravity is in network marketing, take this one to the bank. What gravity is in network marketing is the failure of people around you. So you're in a room or you're 100 people. 80 of them just want the product. They don't want to hear the speech about network marketing. 15 just want to make a little bit of money. They don't want to hear the speech about network marketing. They're all standing around with their arms crossed talking about you. They're talking about you're working so hard, the website doesn't do this. And then you got your 4 absolute people that are knocking down walls, that are living in the solution instead of the problem. You've got to rise above those people. You've got to rise above those complainers. You've got to rise above those whiners. You've got to rise above all those people that don't want to build a business. And so you're going to defy gravity with those 4 influencers. And you're going to train them to do what you do, but you've got to be doing it. So what are you doing? You're doing what I do. You interview 2 people a day. You 3-way one with a tool, the Longevity Go-To app, and you document the heck of it and you follow them up. Every Tuesday night I do a call. And on that call, I'm teaching follow-up. I'm proven follow-up works better than anything. And I'm proven that my success over 22 years has been a result of impeccable follow-up. I certainly don't know much about the vitamins and minerals. I don't know anything about the jewelry. I know nothing about what that skincare even is. I know none of that stuff. But I'll tell you one thing right now. I follow up on what you told me you want to buy better than anybody in network marketing. I believe that about me. So you've got now 4 leaders doing what you do. And you get those 4 leaders to do what? Go get their 4 leaders. And what those 4 leaders are not, they're doing what you do and what I'm doing. And then your next 4 leaders, so you got 4, then you got 16. And those 16 people find their 4 leaders. And you've got 64. And at 64 people, you are starting to make a little bit of money, but you know you can drive it 1 more level. So let's assume you take those 64 people down 1 more level, and you've got 256 people doing what you said you are doing. Right? 256 people.
On that level, but 342.
I don't know, let me do the math real fast. 416.
On the board.
Oh, 4, 16, 64, 256. That equals 340. And you forgot yourself, so it's really 341. So we're doing the skewed math again. So 340 people. And let's assume that with all your customers and your personal purchases, aggregated together, that means totaled up, it's $200 of all your customers, which is impossible. You've got 100 customers to get to your 4 people, and I'm telling you, if that number is just 200, multiplied by 340, that's $68,000. At $68,000 in your first 4 levels, you're going to make an average of 7% on that, and you just made yourself $4,760. Then you've got the coding bonuses, then you've got the fast start bonuses, then you've got the quick start bonuses, but the residual income right there totals $4,760. Now, I just said CEO pack. Why did I say that? Because I think the CEO pack is the best deal for them, and I think the CEO pack is the best deal for you, and I think the CEO pack is the worst deal for Longevity. That's what I think. That's what I believe. They don't make a lot of money on the CEO pack because there's so much money paid out in it. They don't even tell us about the CEO pack at the level that you would think they would because it's such a loss leader for them. It is not a loss leader for you. It is not. You want to sell CEO packs. Why? Because you get people started the right way. They've got the product, they've got the samples, they've got the experience, they've got the ability to catch the coding bonus. You want to be enrolling, especially now we go up to five influencers on the CEO pack. You want them you want them starting the business the right way. You want them starting their business for $600 or less with shipping and everything. Fact. You do. I sold a bunch of CEO packs in the month of last month because they had that contest, and I wanted to come in second. And as a result of that, I, Denice, Jason Garcia, Tammy Garcia, we came in second. And I enrolled a bunch of people in CEO packs. And every one of those people are now coming on 30 days of being in their CEO pack. So, because I follow up like crazy, and my app said call and see if they want to stick around, I called 100% of the people that got the CEO packs last month, and not one of them wanted it back, wanted their money back. I do that all the time because nobody ever wants their money back. If you've done your job, you've changed their health. If you've done your job, you've shown them that this CEO pack is their track to success. If you've done your job, after that, be inside out 30 days, all of a sudden they're looking in the mirror saying, you know what, that product worked. I've got the tools here. I need to start digging the hole. I need to get the ear out of my, so I was gonna go back to my joke. Okay, now it's Denise's turn. So here's where I am, James. I believe the books in network marketing are critically important. I truly do. And these 3 books are great books. I love the one with Bart Lewis in it. I love the one with Richard Brooke in it. Very, very important. I love Better Than Beach Money by Jordan Adler. Jordan Adler was an abject failure in network marketing. Terrible failure. Many, many years ago. Last week he's on Necker Island for 10 days hanging with Ivan Misner from BNI and hanging with, who's the guy that's got the island? Don't say his name. So Richard Branson. So anyway, with Richard Branson. His life is like Scott Spardulis's life. It has changed dramatically over time. And then the third one is Eric Worre, GoPro. What you don't know about Eric is he's failed as many times as everybody else has. He just kept going. And I'm telling you guys, these books are important stuff. They are very, very important. I want you to read them. I truly want you to read them. And then I want you to forget about it and stop reading and stop messing around. I don't want you to stop reading. That was not true. I want you to read every day. But I'm telling you, the skills of network marketing are so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. They just are minuscule. It's not the most important part. You don't have to be on every product call, every product Zoom, every business call, every business Zoom. You need to use those calls as a tool to build your business and then get off of them and go build your business. And so many of us live in the calls and play like we're working. It is an absolute mistake because it's my premise that the magic starts here. I'm going to lay out the top line and then Denice is taking over because she's got this dial. The skills are minuscule. Then it goes to rigorous self-inquiry with love and compassion, and then sharing with like-minded people to build a tribe of people that are absolutely with you. What I love about the people in this room right now and the world is the people that are with me. If I have to convince you, it's not time. God's got you someplace else, which is great. I used to beat the crud out of you about it because you couldn't think like me, but today I'm good with it. You're going to find me sooner or later, or you won't. But I'm telling you, this tribe right here is selling hope. This health, time, and money. And we're working. There's no entitlement. It is hard work every day. But go take a look at this house. Go take a look at Scott's life. Go take a look at David Rutz. Go take a look at Louis Ariaza. Go take a look at what hard work in this business the rewards really look like. Because those rewards are gigantic. And it takes hard work, and it takes a lot of time. And it takes like getting the crud beat out of you and adjusting over 22 years. The beautiful thing about the last 22 years is I gave up on myself so many times. Unbelievable. At a level you wouldn't believe, but Wallach's never gave up on me. That's the difference between us and the other companies. They never gave up on you. They had many excuses to go out of business, many excuses to get bought, many excuses to join other forces with other companies, many excuses, but you know what they did? They kept leading with their chin, and they made some mistakes, but I'll guarantee you one thing right now, they never, ever, ever gave up on you. I don't know who gave up on you. Not them. Did you give up on you? Maybe. But I'm telling you one thing right now, today, we turn all that. Today, it all changes. So flip it over to Denise, and you talk about that, because I'm getting wound up. Talk about leading with your heart, rigorous self-inquiry.
I know, we did not discuss this.
Trust, love, and belong. Okay, I'm coming back. Okay, we're gonna do this together.
You lead me down, you lead me to a dead end.
Okay, I didn't do that on purpose. We've got 15 minutes left, so this won't be too bad.
That's not what we said.
I know, I changed it. I changed. So what happens is, with me, with every speech, which is very, very difficult, is I have a plan as to what I'm gonna say, always. And then I realize what people wanna hear, and I'm looking at the screen of the people on here, and I know what they wanna hear, and it isn't what I wanted to say. So I am moving the needle a tad, but I forgot, but I didn't know that until I saw this, so I sincerely apologize to you. And in network marketing, the reason people leave you, the reason people don't join you, would you agree with this? Is that they don't feel like they belong, they don't feel like they can trust us, and they don't feel like we love them. Isn't that just pretty much everything?
That is your supposition, but I would also add one more thing to that.
Okay, go.
I would also add that it is also contingent upon their timing and whether they're ready to hear the message or not.
That's, I said that at the beginning, 100% correct. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so.
I would say that yes, that's also true, but that it also has to be, they have to be at a place in their life where they're ready to hear the message.
But when I'm having a breakdown with anybody in this room,
okay,
I believe they don't trust me. I believe that I haven't met them. I have not, you know, with my words or my actions, I believe that I haven't made them feel loved. And with my words or my actions, I believe that I haven't made them feel they belong. And that's why, number one, they didn't join me. Because a lot of times, you know, I've got, my product is so much cheaper than somebody else's.
I think that trust is probably the biggest out of them all, because a lot of times people, when they are ready to hear the message, that if they don't trust in you, because the whole thing is that they're putting their credit card on the line, but they're also putting their integrity and their relationships on the line. So if they don't trust you, then for you, like trust, like, I trust you, what you say to be true. I trust that you're going to take me somewhere. I trust that you're going to help me. I trust that you're going to show up. Like all that, because I'm putting so much on the line for something that is, you know, I have no idea where I'm going.
I could not, we did not script that. I could not agree more. So here's the deal.
Okay, that's my 30 seconds.
No, but that's so true.
Now I'm done.
So how's anybody gonna follow you if you don't know where you're going?
Or trust yourself.
Or trust yourself. So here's why I'm telling you to go do all the interviews you need to get to 100 enrollments. You're gonna get you.
And in building that
I am so happy.
confidence, you're welcome. In building that confidence, that's huge, you know, in the action of the enrollments, of putting yourself out there 100 times, you're gonna build your confidence. But then the other thing too is that you will start to develop a vision, and the only way people link onto you is if they believe that you know where you're going and you have a vision greater than what they see for themselves.
100%. There's people in this room. Every one of you, for me, have a different story. Every one of you have a different message. You got to craft your story so they're buying you. Whether you're Ryan Enright, whether you're Tammy and Jason Garcia, whether you're Mayor of Longmont, Brian Vaughn, whether you're Scott Bardulis, the power of your longevity pitch is not going to be everything below the line. It's going to be your story where you tell one on yourself, where you get so related that they trust you, they love you, they know they belong with you, and then everything moves.
Okay, so can I just say one thing though?
Yeah.
Is that I would say you have to ditch the word pitch, because
Ditch the pitch.
ditch the pitch. Because sort of inherent in pitch is this what's the
Sales.
word? What? Inherent in pitch is
Well, say predatory.
it's predatory. It's
It
like
sounds salesy instead of enrollment.
it's getting them to do something, as opposed to one of the words that you use is authentic. You can't really be authentic in a pitch.
How about
Right.
pork 'em in?
No. So I'd say your story, inherent in your story is the authenticity, where you have to be brave enough to show your heart, but also your failures, right? That's what's inherent in your story. And that's the only thing that's going to move and inspire people, is all those things. A pitch doesn't do that. A pitch, people can smell a pitch from a mile away.
If you're not authentic, if you aren't vulnerable, if you aren't telling one on yourself, you lose. You might as well just face facts. But when you've got a compelling story, and every one of you have a story that will take people to their knees, if you've just got the time and the guts to tell it, that's all you want to do, is get so doggone real. It's unbelievable.
And you all notice, I see that in Jen's posts on Facebook and stuff, like
Jen Velasic, the great boy, Jen Velasic.
unbelievable. And you know, when we get gutsy in our posts, when we, like Tom says, tell one on ourselves, when we're really authentic and not just, it's like, I love it when you see, Tammy did this the other day, you know, like, this is my Instagram photo, you know, where we're all polished up and looking all pretty, and then this is real life, right? When you actually get gutsy enough to share real life with people, people love that more than anything.
The books, I'm reading the comments, the books are, and Marianne can put that slide right there in the comments. I think that slide encapsulates the culture and the system of longevity, and the system of the FTC, and the system of everything that you could possibly want to do in one short slide. And you can build whatever you want around that. I mean, people are flipping out about this healthcare program. Unbelievable. They can build a business on that. But you know this, every one of you Jamberry people, every one of you Javalution coffee people, every one of you, Benny you, Nature's Pearl, every one of you people can build a complete business around the brand that you came in with. You already have. But the name of the game is understanding that there's far more in your back office if you need something else. But what you've got is a backbone and a culture and a core at longevity that no one else has. And we can help you with this even more every minute. So we'll get that up on the screen. Can't you just put that up on the screen, Mary, and get us off?
I've been sharing it, yeah.
Okay,
I've
good.
been sharing it on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So what Denise wanted to talk about,
I know.
what we were going to talk about is something. So I'm in a mastermind with Eric Roy every Wednesday for an hour, and it's all best practices. And I bet I get to come next Wednesday and share one with them that I did that's going to blow all their mind, and you guys all saw it. I don't know if you noticed it, but it was accidentally brilliant. It worked out. But she
That's
went
not
to,
your brilliance.
it was a miracle.
Your brilliance shows up.
It was a miracle. I cannot believe this went the way it went. But at the end of the day, this woman went to Africa to do microloans for women. And it was an unbelievable deal. And then she was with a bunch of people that use something called ATM. And we've been doing it. And it is rocking. Talk about it.
Well, it was great because for 2 weeks I sat, with these women. We traveled for 1,200 miles across the Serengeti of Tanzania, and in between, like spotting elephants and giraffes, and meeting these incredible women entrepreneurs, which is a whole nother story. But we were talking about like what's working in your business, and a lot of these women are $1 million earners, and they're talking about ATM, and I'm like, put your credit, like your debit card, you get money out. That's what an ATM is to me. And no, that's not correct. Well, it is correct, but the other acronym stands for ad tag message. And one gal in particular, $4 million a month. That's her group volume, and she has a big section of her people who are, on social networks, and then she has another group that aren't, they're face-to-face building. And the group that is growing incredibly is the ATM group. And so what they're doing is they have a private Facebook group. Tammy's doing this right now, and they have testimonials up there about different things, whether it's weight loss, whether it's the jam-berry nails, whether it's the coffee, whether it's the jewelry, whatever, all sorts of different testimonials up there. And you sort of, on your posts, you're dripping on people. Not every post that you put up is about your company. I would say 2 in 10 is probably a little, like Jen does a really great job of this, is you're sprinkling in your lifestyle. Oh, and aren't these cleaning, I love these cleaning products. They smell so great. I actually enjoy cleaning because I'm using these products, right? So people go, oh, what are the products that you're using? Funny you should ask. Would you mind if I added you to a private Facebook group, and I'll tag you in a incredible video that my girlfriend did using these products? Fantastic. So you're adding them to a private Facebook group, you're tagging them in the appropriate video, and then afterwards, hey, what'd you think about that video? Now, the other thing about the messaging part is the thing that seems to be really, and I'm using this all the time now, is voice messaging. You're not writing out a like, what'd you think about this? You're leaving a voice message, like in Facebook. Hey, did you get a chance to look at that video? Isn't it fantastic? Don't you love the fact that all these things are natural? You're not bringing any toxic chemicals into your home. So you're leaving a voice message. They leave a voice message back. You're able to include, hey, I included my upline who you would just love, and she's gonna leave you a message as well, and so you're adding people in. So now what you're doing is you have third-party credibility coming in with your upline. Now the cool thing about the voice messaging is you can say so much more in a quick voice message than you can typing anything out, right? Not only that, it shares your personality. People get a little bit of your heart, right? And the third-party credibility is when you bring in your upline, that's like having a three-way call. So there's a study, I just read it. I just read it yesterday in the New York Times, and it talks about the fact that how people actually listen to strangers more than they listen to the people closest to them. And there's a study out there that actually says that. So it just goes to the fact that third-party credibility is so important. So that's the add tab message. And the other part is, which we always have to remember, is when you're bringing somebody in, even if they don't even realize that you're bringing them in, if they decide to go and do this business, their thought is always, can I do it? Well, you have approved it. You're not smart. You're just adding them to a group. You're just tagging them in a message. Like everybody goes, when they think back to, you know what, I love these products. I could actually do this. Like, what's hard about that? I'm adding them, I'm tagging them, I'm messaging them. Like anybody, a dog with a note in his mouth could do that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So it's so simple, and it's duplicating.
So what I did that I cannot believe I accidentally did
What'd you
was I got on Facebook in the Longevity private group page, and I said, tell me something wonderful about your upline. And I think there's like 300 comments right now.
People actually took the time.
They all wrote comments. We're going to give them some presents. We really had a heck of a time. But what came out of that was
People even wrote little notes, personal notes,
unbelievable.
note cards.
So what came out of that was Jamberry and Beyond You, because I don't know those people. So as I'm seeing comments, I'm going, who the heck are these people that are doing such big stuff? And I'm reading all the notes and I'm going, I need to figure that out. So everybody hyperlinked their upline. So I hit the hyperlink and saw the person's face who I'd never seen before in my life.
And how many out of the 300, how many people did you know?
I knew 70%. So then on the 30% that I didn't know, I thought I've got to figure out a way to know these people. So I went to Facebook, right here. So I'm on their profile right there. So then I hit the profile, and this was the accidental miracle. There it goes, send a message. So there's all of my messages. That's Richard Brooke right there. And so then, Louis Ariaza. Hello, Louis. Can't take your call right now. So at the end of the day, right there in the comments, so Louis Ariaza is like your 5-year-old daughter. He will call until I want to blow my brains out. So I'll call him in a while. So then I hit that button right there on the comment, and I'm going to get rid of that one more time because I didn't show you where it was. So there's Brooke. There's his note. That one right there, that second one in, is this little video button. And that little video button, Ariaza.
He's just proving a point now.
Oh, he'll call 5 times. He'll call 5 times.
Me too.
There's 2 people. Me too is what she just said. I was hoping she'd say that because I have 2 people in my life that, oh, geez, I didn't know you called 5 times. Maybe I was busy.
Well, just in case you didn't see it the first time.
Okay. So here we go. Back to here. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so Louis again. Okay.
Maybe he knows what you're talking about.
He can't feel it. Okay, so there's the button. And there's a little video. So that little video, you hold it down and it's only good for about 45 seconds. Sitting in a training right now, Brooke, talking about your book that you wrote with Fardulis in it. There he is right over there. You are the most beautiful man, especially the video that you sent me a couple of days from the bathtub. I haven't even told these people about that yet.
That was a classy bathtub.
It was a classy bathtub. There's Ariaza. Is that crazy? Is that crazy?
So go back to you acknowledge.
So I went back and everybody that got acknowledged, I sent a video to.
Yeah.
Lots of you in this room got a video. And it was so cool. And it made a difference. They loved it.
Wait, did you do that through Facebook or through?
Facebook, I just
I
did
couldn't
it.
see the code.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, through Facebook. In Facebook Messenger, you hit the button.
Oh,
the little
so
camera-
and it doesn't matter how long the video is.
No, you only have like 45 seconds. So
Because that's the other thing too that I've been using a lot more is sending videos, but I tend to send them through Messenger instead. And the only key with that, which is great, but what you have to know is that you have to keep it to like a minute or less, or else it takes forever to load. And sometimes if they're not, because I'm on an iPhone, then it definitely has to be less than a minute. But yeah, video acknowledgement.
you still call it. So yeah, at the end, no, at the at the end of the day, you guys can do this, and we want you to. Denice, I want to tell you all, is speaking for the most powerful women in network marketing in Las Vegas with Marina Warre. That will be very, very cool. I will be over in Las Vegas, in Dallas, Texas at the ANMP.
They're the same weekend.
Yeah, they're the same weekend with all the men. And so I just want you to dive in. I mean, this business is so worth it. And seeing these other people that are making so much money that don't have your skills, they probably have your desire at this point. And I am going to tell you, I take responsibility for things slowing down. I should have turned the Titanic too sooner. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. We are off to the races, and we want you to feel loved. We want you to feel like you can belong. We want you especially to know that we want you to trust us, that you can put your family's future with us, your family's health, your family's finances. That's what we want. And we're going to earn that. We're going to earn that back if we have to, if it's lost, because we want you that badly. So know that. So we're going to go with Farduas now, and he's a beast, and you guys know that. Here's a guy. When he was 20, how old are you, Scott?